All right, Capricorn, welcome to your reading. Welcome to the Mother Tressa channel. If you're already familiar with this space, you already know what to expect, so welcome back. I'm glad to be interacting with your energy again. But if you're new to this space, welcome in, and definitely feel safe enough to be yourself wherever you are energetically, be it positive, negative, or neutral. It really doesn't matter so long as you leave better than you came. Like this video, share it with other Capricorns that you may know, and subscribe to this channel if you like the vibe and you want more of these videos. Ooh, Jesus. All right, let's get into it. Whoa, what was that, Capricorn? You? Some shit gonna be flying out the woodworks for you guys. The devil. What's going on? We're gonna start with your romantic affairs, your love life. 10 of Pentacles. I know a few days ago, Venus was in Gemini, but at the 10th degree, which is a Capricorn degree. And look at that, the lovers. Yes, look at that, Venus. So, okay, now that we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and pull her out right here. But I was thinking how that could play out and how it can materialize in your own personal romantic affairs. And what came through for me was the feeling of one being in love with their job, or, you know, just one loving their reputation and status and how popular or well known they can be. And so that can offset the relationship and one being able to be intimate with another individual because there's something else that is a priority. Like they would choose work over love. Or it could be somebody that you're dealing with that I lost the train of thought. It came and it went. Dealing with somebody that, oh my God, it keeps coming and going. That, okay, here we go. Being with somebody that feels that you have to bring something to the table. Like they won't date you unless you have 20K followers. So, you know, being a little bit more vain and or stuck up in the way that they choose to be with somebody. Definitely a little bit more superficial with the devil and the 10 of Pentacles. That's what I'm getting as far as your love and relationships. Yeah. There's somebody that just wants to be with you for the clout, or vice versa. Some of you are just now finding out like, oh, okay, this person doesn't really fuck with me, you know. They just made it seem like they wanted something serious because of the benefits that I have that they get for having an association with me. Star card here. Now, for those of you that are single or your situation is just different completely, then this is you having to acclimate to a normal, healthy relationship. For some of you guys, you're just a little bit uneasy because this partnership is everything that you could have ever asked the universe for. And it just scares you because this person is not going to be the one that's just going to pick arguments, you know, because they just want you to be upset for some reason because that just makes them feel better. Maybe how like toxic your other relationships were in the other ways that they could have been, or just in other relationships how it was completely suffocating and you felt like that person was possessive and you can never go anywhere unless they were with you because maybe they didn't trust you, you know. Different scenarios for like how a toxic situation can be, right? And now that you are out of that energy and you're with somebody new, it's just really odd to you with this devil energy that they're not tripping and wants you to go out and have time with your friends, you know, fully supportive of your goals and the things that you're trying to accomplish in life. And so that can be weird because, again, it's not something that you're accustomed to. So there are some adjustments that are being made as you settle into this relationship. But I'm definitely feeling like you guys feel like you can be yourselves. And so your complex nature is being shown with whoever you can be coupling with or who could be coming in at this time. Like you're not afraid to be yourself. So that's pretty positive. Any other cards that we have here? All right, we have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups kind of pointing towards the Devil. Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, in this dynamic, it's going to seem like it may be like a little boring or a little strange at first, you know. But again, this is somebody that when you are with them, you just feel safe. Like you feel like that's like your best friend to some degree. And so it can be giving you mixed signals potentially if you guys haven't had that conversation about you being exclusive. Because if you're getting that friendship vibe for some of you, then it's more so like, okay, am I going to take the risk and potentially get rejected and or be humiliated or embarrassed if this person says no, they don't really like me like that? Or am I actually like catching the vibe and, you know, the little nuances and gestures, and this is my opportunity to say like, hey, you know, the feelings are mutual here and let's take it a step further, you know? So some of you guys are a little bit timid right now with making that type of decision. But like I say or have said on this channel, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So if you know that you have a crush on somebody and there's potential for you guys to be really compatible there, you are right to start it off as a friendship and make sure that you guys have a bond and that you guys, again, you feel safe with each other and you trust each other. And you guys find each other to be somebody that each can rely on, you know, for better and when you're going through worse. Which is interesting, right? Because you want to look for somebody that understands that sometimes when you're coming off as being rude or when you are just your natural uninhibited self, that there could be underlying issues there. You know, nobody ever stops to consider that, hey, this person's being bitchy towards me because they're PMSing, you know, or they're about to get sick. And I have my own faults, and I can plead guilty to doing this in other situations when people are having a bad day and I misinterpret it as it being something that I did when it just never had anything to do with me to begin with. It's just they can't locate where their pain is stemming from, so they can't help but to project it onto me. You know what I'm saying? But to maybe stop and consider like, okay, well, hey, maybe I tried to bring up this conversation or this touchy subject at the wrong time. I misread the cues, you know, the social cues and everything like that. And this person isn't feeling well, you know, like, so let me just give them their space and they'll come around type of energy. Like you need to be around somebody that can be that considerate, you know, like, okay, it's just a bad day. I'ma just, you know, let it roll off my back and not take anything personal. I feel like you guys work really well in those types of dynamics, or in the future you will come to learn that you do, right? You need to be with somebody that's going to extend you grace, because a lot of you guys are very forthright, straightforward individuals, and there are some people that cannot handle that, you know, that are just a little bit too sensitive. But let's talk about money. What's going on and any factors that can be influencing your money. I see the Seven of Wands that came out. Okay, Page of Cups and the World card. I'm hearing World Health Organization, which is strange. Are you a part of an organization? It wouldn't be unlikely. You're kin to the zodiac sign of Aquarius, and you guys are all about like fellowship, brotherhood, sisterhood, community. and being just an actualized human being altogether. So you can be trying to start like a non-for-profit, having some issues with that. Of course, things have been halted or canceled out the blue too for certain things. Well, not really out the blue. There is reason for it, right? With the shelter in place, there isn't much that we can do. But I can definitely see that as being a hindrance to the growth of your business. I'm not seeing too much with like actual coins though. So I feel like this is like something that's being conceived more so in the mind. Yeah, you have the Star again. Look at that. And the Knight of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. All right, with the Queen of Wands behind that. Yeah, so I feel like maybe now it's like, oh crap, you know, now there are all of these delays and all of these postponements even with this energy, with me being able to present my idea before the world or whatever it is that you can be conceiving in the mind right now. And so you feel like it's just having to play the waiting game. But now is the perfect time to actually have, what do they call that? It's not a study group and it's not a case study, like a focus group. Okay, I think that's what they're called. Now is the perfect time for that. Even though we are social distancing, now is the time for you to be able to call on your friends, maybe FaceTime them, send them an email, or talk to them over the phone. Like, there are other methods of communication and other modes of action that you can take to get something done and still get the same desired results at the end of the day. It's just learning how to be a little bit more adaptable, right, with this water energy, and or just amendable, if you will, and being able to go with wherever society is going as far as the different transitions that we go through in the ages. I haven't been able to talk for a while now, so y'all just gonna have to forgive me, but I'm going to make this as clear as possible. So by that, I'm just saying that we got so used to our normal in society being reporting to a physical office Monday through Friday and working a typical 40-hour work week. Okay, well, now that a lot of businesses are seeing that in crises, that's not a sustainable practice to have, now is the time to adapt to the possibility of having a virtual business. If you didn't already, then going forward, if you're still going to have something that's going to be a standalone business, then you should already know to just have that backup plan, right? With being able to be technologically savvy enough to sustain your business when you work remotely or doing things over the internet via Zoom or any other platform that you can work on digitally. So now is the time for you to have that focus group, and you can still have that again, like on platforms like Zoom, Skype, Uvu, I don't know, whatever it is that you could use. Do any sort of teleconferences that you can, just to like pick people's brains and ideas, and or pitch your ideas, and or have them sample products. You can still drop things off at people's mailboxes and have them try something out. Now is the time for trial and error though, before things pick back up in speed, right? Because I feel like you've been put on pause and some things have to marinate here. Some of you guys, if you really hate where you are, it's nothing but a thing for you to say that and then start looking for something else. Now is also the perfect time for that. You have more time, downtime, in order to do research on other businesses that actually support your values, right? That are in alignment with your values and can really help you in all the ways that you need assistance. So I feel like you're going to be doing a little bit more of that. Seeing what other hobbies you can dabble in, getting your hands dirty right now, being a little bit more of a craftsman. And you may find something in that with tinkering in your toolbox. for lack of a better word, you can come across something that can be profitable for you, but it's definitely more so in a conception phase, or you just phasing out of something for something else. So that's what I have for you, Capricorns. If this video resonated, give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, subscribe if you haven't, and again, book with me should you need to. But if I don't hear from you, then please just take care of yourself and soul until you see me again. Ciao.